Okay, welcome to this series where we talk about the number base in the A plus series book. So we're going to solve the questions on the number base. So before we begin the first question, which is here, first question number 1 and number 2, I want us to talk about some basics in number bases. So in number bases, basically we're talking about changing a number. Normally when you write numbers down, so let's say 36, generally this is in base 10, right? But then sometimes we want to change our numbers from this base, which is base 10 or 10, to another base, maybe base 6. So this number here is in what? Base 10. So we want to change this number to another base, maybe base 6, base 7, base 8, 9, 5, or 12, 11, or something like that, right? So, or we have a number in another base and you want to change it to base 10. So this is what bases are. Basically, this is what bases are, number bases. Normally, generally, when you write a number without writing the base, it's in what? Base 10, right? So you have to keep that in mind. So you can be asked to change from base 10 to another base, or from another base, which is base 5, or any other base, to base 10, right? Cool. Now, I want to show you the basics of how to do this conversion, because that is what we are going to be doing in this, under this topic. Basically converting from one base to another. And usually we convert from other base to base 10, or base 10 to other bases. That's what we usually do, because that makes our work very easy, right? So let's start. So in this example, which is 122 base 5, we want to convert from base 5 to base 10, right? We want to convert from base 5 to base 10. So now how do we go about that? So the way we go about that is, since this is in base 5, we want to raise powers. We want to raise 5 to powers of the number of digits we have over here, right? So I will explain that. So now what we do is we count these numbers from right to left. So we count this, but then we count not starting from 1, we start from what? 0. We start from 0. So we are counting from right to left, and then our count is starting from what? 0. So this is the first number, digit. This is the second digit, and then this is the third digit. So if we start counting from the right, that will be what? 0, 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2. So let's write that down. This is 0, 1, 2. This is just counting numbers. Should I say counting numbers? Finally, just call it counting numbers, because you are counting the digits, right? 0, 1, 2. This is the first digit, second digit, third digit. But then our count is starting from 0, so that's why you have the final to be 2, right? Okay, now to convert this number 1 to base 10, what we do is you use the base right here, and then you raise them to these powers, and then you multiply them. You multiply the result by that digit, right? So let me display so you can see. So we have the first digit is what? First digit is, if you want, you can start, when you are multiplying and adding, you can start from where you can start from here, no problem. But then let's start from this one, so we know that's how it is normally done. So let's start from this side, right? So let me raise it and we see how it is done. We have this number 5, right, to this number raised to the power 2 times the digits right here, 1. Okay, then plus, then do the same thing for this number, 5 to the power 1 times 2, this 2, right? Then plus, you do the same thing for this number, 5 to the power of 0 times what? 2. So basically this is it, right? The first raise is first one, which is power 2 right here. Then this one, which is power 1 right here. And then this one, which is power 0 right here. So you multiply each of them by their respective digits, which is 2, 2, and 1, right? 1, 2, 2. I hope you got it. So let's do that. First one is what? 5 to the power of 2 times 1. Then we have plus 5 to the power of 1 times this 2, right? 2. Then we have plus 5 to the power of 0 here. Okay, 0 times what? This 2, because its exponent is 0, just right here. So times 2. 2. So this will be our solution, right? So now let's simplify it. This is now a basic simplification, right? So we do 5 squared is 25 times 1 is still 25, right? Let's write that down. 25 plus 5 power 1 is the same as 5 times 2 give us 10, right? So plus 10 plus 5, sorry, you have 5 to the power of 0 is what? 1 times what? 2, which will give us 2, right? So let's add that 2. So 25 plus 10 is 35 plus 2 is equal to what? 37. So answer is what? 37. So now this 37 is in base 10. Base 10. This is the base 10. So 122 base 5 is 37 base 10. Let's write it here. 122 base 5 is equal to 37 base 10. Simple, right? Very, very simple. Now, we can be asked to convert this back into this. So 37 base 10 to base 5. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's add one page after here so we can do that. Cool. Now we want to change what? From base 5, sorry, from base 10 back to base 5. So how do we do that? That is very, very simple. So what's right is the base we want to change to is what? Base 5. We want to change our digits, which is 37 base 10 to base 5, right? So we write down our 5 here. Then we draw a simple line. Because we're going to be doing division, right? Then we put down our number right here. So we have 37. Then we draw another line. Then write the remainder. So we're going to be dividing, right? So now 5 goes into 37 how many times? 7 times. And then 5 times 7 is what? 35. So 37 minus 35 is what? 2. So that will be the what? Remainder. I hope you're getting what you're doing, right? Let me write it down so you can see. We have 7 times 5. 5 goes into 37 7 times. And then 5 times 7 is 35, right? So our remainder here will be what? 2. You get it right? 2. So let's write it down. Yeah, our remainder to be 2. Now we are still not done because 7 is greater than what? 5. So 5 can still go into 7. So we have 5 here. 5 goes into 7 how many times? Once. Carry what? 2. Okay, so let's write that down. Once, carry 2. Okay, now we are not done yet. 5 goes into 1 how many times? 0. Okay, so 5 cannot go into 1, right? So 0 times, and then remainder what? 1. Remainder 1. So now always have to make sure that when you divide, you reach to a point where the number goes into the last digit 0 times. When you reach 0, then you're done with your question. So now how do you read this? You have to read it from bottom to top, right? Read it from bottom to top like this. So bottom to top. So that is 1 1 2 base what? Base 5. So these are all the, so as you can see, original digit was 112 base 5, and we change it to base 10, just base 10, which was 37, and now we change 37 base 10 back into base 5. So we have to get the same answer, which is 112, right? 112, just over here, 112. All right, thank you very much. See you another time.